Hello guys, so welcome to KO Tutorials. So let's continue with the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So as you can see over here, we have completed the texturing part and we have started up with the lighting part over here. So what I'll be doing over here, very first of all, I'll just create a ceiling over here which needs to be put onto the top of it. So let's just place it over here. Okay, so I'll slightly shuffle this over here, go into the material editor and let's give a color to it. So select this and save the file, go into this and I'll just set up a template over here. So let's assign any kind of a template. Let's activate this as a target light. I'll just give a, let's go into this. First let's give a template over here, activate the target, activate the shadow, let's give a V-Ray shadow, and into this I'll give a universal diffuse and let's just activate this stuff over here. Let's go down and increase this multiplier if required. You can go into this and let's take it as warm over here and let's slightly increase the intensity of light. As you can see over here, so if you want to move towards the cool part, I can move towards the cool. I'll just go towards the warm part. So also you have some different intensity presets over here. As you can see, metal halide. So let's go with the ceramic metal halide warm over here. So I'll just assign this, and if you want, I can just move to the Kelvin also if required. So if you want to work slightly more towards the temperature like this, you can adjust this temperatures in this way. That's totally okay. So I've assigned one light over here. I'll just come out of it. I'll just save the file once. So select this light over here and let's adjust this. Again, just shift and drag. Let's click OK. Select this light. Let's again go into this, and if you see, I'll just off this cast shadow part. Again, I'll activate this light over here. Select this light. Again, let's give a template over here, your uniform diffuse, and let's reduce this intensity of this particular light. So if you want to reduce it, or you can slightly make it, the intensity is 0. So you can first increase the intensity of it, then you can change this. Whatever changes you need, you can go with that. So instead of this, I'll just shuffle this light over here and I'll select this light over here like this. So you can just push it over here. That's totally okay. So this light is going to be staying over here. can just render this and see how it looks like. We can assign the lights. We have used some photometric lights. Now I'll again go into this and let's take one V-ray light right from this direction. So I'll just mirror it in x-axis, slightly move it over here on the other side. Slightly shuffle this. So again I can make it the IPR, but this light is very high, so I can go into the temperature, can slightly make it less. I'll go into this and make this as 1 over here. So towards orangish I can bring over here, and I'll increase this resolution if required over here. So select this camera again, and into this you have something called the balancing. You want neutral, you want daylight. So what kind of colors you require, you can set those colors over here. So see, it's going towards more of a white. So let's get it towards some neutral colors or daylight colors, or T75. You can just check this out, or even if you want to put your own temperature values, that can be put over here. So let's just set up some values over here. Let's make it as neutral. So I'll save the file once. Let's go into rendering, go into the render setup, and let's go into the V-ray. I'll do some changes over here. So let's go into the image sampler, make this as bucket over here. Let's go into the image filter, make this as Catmull room, and your subdivisions will keep the minimum subdivisions as 3 and maximum as 35. Go into this, I'll increase it to 32, the minimum subdivisions, and the noise threshold I'm going to make it to 0.001, so we can set the subdivisions in this way. After that, let's go into the environment, and if you want to assign some HDRI map, we can do that, but we need some HDRI map which is more of a interior, so we can just check out some HDRI maps over here. So we can just check out some HDRI map. So you can go onto this website and let's take some HDRI maps. So if you want it for the indoors, let's take some HDRI maps. So you can take this HDRI maps for the indoors. So as you see that we have already used some photometric lights, so we can take such HDRI maps which can help you in the scene. If you want, we can go with some different kinds of maps. So let's again go into this, go into the material. So you're not utilizing any kind of a daylight, or we can say a sunlight over here. The lights are totally illuminating the scene. That's the artificial lights. Let's go into this and let's write as V-Ray HDRI, call an HDRI map. I think this is okay. Make this as spherical ground projection. Go into rendering, go into the environment, and let's take this over here. Let's see how it looks, how it behaves, and go into rendering, go into the render setup. And into this I'll just assign this exponential. Let's render and see how it looks like. Much better. So we do have a glass over here. I don't know why it's not fully visible. So we have definitely assigned a frosted glass. We can reduce this and see how it looks. Okay, now looks much better. Even you have one V-Ray light. If you want, you can try this map on this, and you can just check it how it looks like. Oh, looks much better now. So if you want to use a fog light over here, that can be used over here. So we do have this. If you want, you can go into this atmospheric apparatus, go into the top, or you can just can use this fog over here. Let's see, we are just trying this. If you want, you can add it, or else that's totally okay. So you can just do a quick setup over here. So add this light over here. And you can see this. So just save it. Save the scene. We can slightly increase this. If required, you can increase this, the scatter bounces, the step size. Alright. So let's move to the camera, and you can just render and see how it looks like. Okay, so we do have the settings over here for this particular light. So let's again go into the environment. Okay, as you can see over here, we're getting some fog over here. Let's do increase this light and render it, and you can just check this out. So guys, if any doubts, please put it in the comment section over here. So still we need to work on the lights over here. So we'll continue the rest of the part in the coming tutorial. So thanks for watching this tutorial.